Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Scott Johnson with the Property Preservation Project. Today I wanted to start a series of videos to go over the probate process with you. Now, probate's a very trying time for everybody involved, and loss is never a good thing. It's always very emotional. But the main thing is, especially if there was not a written will for that person on how to divide their assets, then the process is going to go through probate for anything not willed. Okay? So, and it's extremely important that you guys know the steps of it so that you can make better decisions, more informed decisions, and also to find an attorney that's actually going to work best with you. That's going to be numero uno, is finding a really good attorney. But one of the first things that attorney is going to do once everything is, all the funeral and everything is taken care of, is they're going to inventory the deceased's assets. Okay, now what does that mean? Assets, they come in many different shapes and forms. An asset is a house, a car, any items that they owned that have relative value. So golf clubs, clothes, things like that. And money, of course. Money's a big one. So what they'll do, what you'll want to do is, if you are handling the probate process, you're going to want to bring documentation of all of those assets. As I said, money. So maybe it could be, savings accounts, insurance policies that haven't paid out yet. Money market funds, 401ks, things like that. You're going to want to bring information or statements to your attorney. Let's say you have a mortgage. That's going to be important later on. If your loved one had a mortgage, you're going to want to give that statement as well. But we'll go over that in a different video in the next couple of sessions here. But you want to bring in also any documentation of loans on cars or the car value. Anything like maybe not an Equifax report, but a Carfax report, something that shows the value of the asset, and getting all of that information to your attorney. What that's going to help them do is it's going to help them more quickly and effectively move through a process that can take a long time if it's not done correctly. And you guys, by taking your information and taking all that printed information to the attorney, is really going to help them out. The ultimate goal of the attorney is to find out how much in assets, cash-wise, when it comes to the price of the assets, how much is still left. And once they have figured that out, then they're going to move on to the next part of the process, which is going to be collecting creditor information, which we're going to go over in the next video. So, an action step for you guys, if you have not gone through this process yet, but your loved one does not have a will, I highly recommend that you work with them to maybe get one written up. Just a preliminary one, something, but go to an attorney. It doesn't take a lot of money to do it. And, get a will written up so you guys kind of know what's going to happen with it afterwards. Because, like I said, the probate process can be very challenging. And by getting a will, you're being proactive instead of reactive. Because being reactive gets you very stressed out. Because then you're running and trying to catch up and trying to get everything that you need. But by having a will and testament set up, you can hand it off to the attorney more easily, and the process is going to be that much simpler. But if you have not, then of course, you're going to want to get as much documentation of assets as humanly possible. And this will also include assets such as gold and silver, if that was the thing that they invested in as well. If you guys, but when it comes to the housing side of it, we make things a lot easier. We can give you a cash offer for the house. That way, it's instead of, having to go through the whole sales process and selling the property, we can get you guys a fair cash quote very quickly, and help to alleviate that issue and alleviate you having to go through, the whole sales process, as we'll pay cash for it, close, you're done. If you guys have any questions or if we can help, just let us know.